Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Blood Bowl 2 and our Orcish Brawlers. Now, before we do anything else, I want to head to the club screen here and buy an upgrade for our stadium. As we can see here, this upgrade allows you to add an enhancement to your stadium, and we are going to do that. So let's buy our enhancement. Okay, never mind. Apparently we need 100,000 to buy something there, but as we can see, during the inducements phase, star players cost 50,000 less. The throw rock and get the ref kickoff events are cancelled. Double all gains and losses of fan factor. -1 on armor rolls when a player falls while going for it. +1 on armor rolls. During the inducements phase, both teams receive a bribe at no cost. And various other things right here. And I have to say that they are all seeming very, very good. So there is level 2. And we're actually going to sign a sponsor. Let's go for Goblin Gambling. Because why not? Goblin Gambling. Oh, yes. And so, here we go. We are ready. Now, I was going to buy a thrower, but then I thought to myself, well, I would really like to make Wotbam our main guy for handling the ball, but obviously a thrower may have been the better choice. So, who knows? But nevertheless, we are now going to be fighting against the Infectious Nibblers, and they are a Skaven team. So let us start the match. And we are being given one journeyman once again, because apparently we still do not have any units that are healthy, apparently. So yes, it appears, I think Srinail is missing this battle. I am pretty sure. But nevertheless, we will be making our way in here and getting ready to bash some rats as much as we can. And we're just going to skip the team presentations and get ready to bash some faces in. So, okay, they have a rat ogre. That's kind of problematic, isn't it? But nevertheless, we are going to be, let's see, I think that's actually a reasonably good setup. So we're just going to be confirming that. And we are in the defensive initially. And they have quite a few storm vermin here. Hopefully most of them are pretty bad in terms of their levels. I do think Srinail is not available here. And now let's just see who they are going to move. Okay, they're going to move one of the throwers. Of course they are. That's a little unfortunate. Yes, Srinail is not in the fight, unfortunately. He is our most highest... Oh my, he is our highest level. So that is quite worrying, I have to admit. Now, the great thing about these guys is that they appear to only have 3 gutter runners. Still, that's quite a bit. 3 gutter runners. Okay, we're going to need to pound them into the ground, and we'll see if we can hopefully kill some of them. Now, they are all trying to approach our lineman here. Hopefully, they won't try to take him out just yet. Oh, a gutter runner's actually picking it up. I'm actually surprised about that, considering that thrower decided to go over there and, well, try to pick it up, I guess, but failed, and they used the reroll already to try and pick it up. Now, let's just hope this rat ogre does not get lucky. It appears as though he is not, but he has frenzy, so he's going to roll again. Ah, still unlucky. That is very, very good. Now, he has put himself into a pretty bad position, I think. If we are lucky enough, we should be able to take out this rat ogre relatively easily, but unfortunately, obviously, the rat ogre does have a significant amount of armor value. So we're going to need to be a little careful about that, I gotta say. So let's get up our units here. And that gutter runner is going to be towards the middle of the pitch in one movement. So we're going to need to be very careful about that. Now let's see here. No, we're not going to be able to fight this guy anytime soon, not as far as I'm aware at least. Let's just see if... Nope. Even blitzing is not going to make any difference. So we're going to try and deal some damage to these guys. I think this guy is probably going to need to go down. Or not, as the case may be. We're just going to be pushing him out the way. And we're going to see whether our blitzer can get some action here on this gutter runner. Oh, yes. This is very nice. I wish I had Mighty Blow right now. Ah, that would have been really nice. But nevertheless, we're still fine. It is still okay. And we're going to be blitzing this gutter runner once more. Now, thankfully, this guy has tackle. It doesn't matter, but if he had stumble, or if we'd gotten defender stumble, everything would have been good, because we would have been able to catch him. So that is very, very nice indeed. Now, I am going to be pushing him here, mainly because... Whoa, very nice, never mind. Okay, it doesn't seem to matter. But I was going to push him there because I want our orcs to be in range of him, just in case we are going to be attacking him further. But yes, nevertheless, I think everything should be fine. So let's just see here. We're going to be marking this guy. I don't really want to move into this zone right here. I'd like to move here for a very good reason, and that is hopefully, okay, we're going to be moving here as well. I'm going to try and take out this rat ogre because he has prehensile tail, and he is keeping many of our units in a pretty bad spot right now. So let's just see if I can actually make that happen. Okay, 1 dice. Nope. And nope. Okay. Well, let's hope he doesn't get injured. Nope, no, okay. No one's getting injured right there. Well, that's a little unfortunate, isn't it? But at least we are keeping the rat ogre stationary, I suppose. And we have quite a few potential casualties over to the left side there as well. Now, this gutter runner's going to choose to run over to the right side. That is actually quite a smart move, in my opinion, because obviously the rat ogre is here. And, well, you would want to make sure that you're as close to your rat ogre as possible, unless he is going to eat you, of course. But thankfully enough, we actually do have ways and means of eliminating this rat ogre, or at least taking him down, if only just for a little bit of luck. That is all we require, just some luck, and then we will be perfectly fine. Now this guy is attempting to deal some damage to Tradar, unfortunately enough. But still no luck on his part. Still no luck, and there's a push. Okay. Well, the gut runner's probably going to run about here. About halfway, I think. If anything. So let's just get all our units up right now. And we're going to try to find the Black Orc with block. Who has block? Is that the guy with block? No. Oh no, that guy has block. Okay. Unfortunately enough, we're going to need to do some jiggery-pokery here and hopefully take out this guy. Ah, no such luck either. Well, that's unfortunate, isn't it? Okay, well, let's see. Ah, a 2 dice. Oh, I like this. Okay, let's do it. Okay, that's not going to work anytime soon, so we're just going to be pushing him out of the way. There we are. Now, maybe we can do it on this guy? Nope, of course not. Black Orcs are, of course, gaining the advantage here, so let's just see what we can do. We're going to use a 1 dice against this Storm Vermin here, try and push him into the rest of our orcs as much as we can, anyway. And now we have not freed up this lineman. That's unfortunate, isn't it? Ah, not too good. Okay, so what are we going to do here? Well, I definitely want to be doing some damage here. Oh, yes. Very nice. Ooh, I was really hoping for a KO right there. I was holding my breath, just waiting for that KO. That is unfortunate. Okay, well, we can still deal some damage to this other gutter runner, and oh yes, very nice. Okay, and we have stunned that one as well. Okay, this is good. This is very good. We are freeing our blitzers up very nicely as well. And we're just going to be moving our Black Orc into range of all of them, marking all of them effectively. And we are now going to be moving... Oh, no, that's a go-for-it roll. That's not going to work, is it? We're going to be moving this guy and blitzing him mainly, maybe? Not too sure on that, actually. Okay, so what about blitzing this guy instead? Yeah, that's a little better, I feel. So let's blitz this guy, see what we can do. And now this guy has loner, so I'm hopeful for a good roll, and we do get one. There we go. There we have it. Okay, so now the gutter runner is going to be moving in a pretty bad place. He is going to be moving straight through here, I assume, but this is what we want him to do. This is what we want him to do. Hopefully he is going to do this and not go this way. If he goes this way, we're going to be in trouble. So I'm very hopeful that he decides otherwise. And that guy was able to dodge. Obviously he was able to. He is a Storm Vermin, but has no dodge skill, so just had to roll. He is going to go this way. Okay, well, we don't actually know where he's going to go, because he seems to be going between both sides. So let's try to keep an open mind about that. Now let's see what he is otherwise going to do. He's going to try and form a rudimentary cage around his player, which really would not save him if Srenail was here, but obviously he's not right now, so yes, everything doesn't seem to be going too well. And okay, he is attempting to once again take out one of our blitzers. Probably not a good idea. Oh my. Okay, please. Oh, okay. no injuries or anything, and he has now freed up many of our units. As we can see here, we are going to be dealing some damage to this guy, and just pushing him generally out of the way. And we've just freed up one of our Black Orcs, which we are going to be using to go over here with. And we're going to be pulverizing this lineman, hopefully. Ah, no such luck there. Okay, so let's get this guy up just to make sure that everything's cool there. And I think we're actually also going to be marking this guy. So let's just see. Let's mark this guy with the Black Orc. And we're going to be moving our Goblin over into position here, I think. There we go. Okay, so we have a Blitzer that is absolutely free and clear. So I would love to be able to move over here, but we're needing to dodge. So what about a Blitz maneuver? I think a nice Blitz would be really good there, but I don't know. I would love to be able to keep this Black Orc in play over here, but maybe we need him over this way? Okay, so let's move this Blitzer here. We're going to keep a lineman and a Blitzer in range of these gutter runners. And we're going to be pushing this guy over there. We're going to be staying, because we want to keep him in range of the gutter runners. And now this guy's going to run down the side, isn't he? So we're going to run down here with our Blitzer. And we're going to see if we can cut him off if we are lucky enough to be able to do that. And okay, that is it. That's all I could do, really, apart from the fact that our lineman still had an opportunity to dodge out of the way. But with Prehensile Tail, this Rat Ogre is going to be rather difficult to deal with. As we can see here, opposing players must subtract 1 from the d6 roll if they attempt to dodge out of any of the player's tackle zones. So that is quite frustrating to deal with, of course. Now these gutter runners are going to be quite easily able to get out of that, yes, I'm pretty sure. But now we have a Blitzer right next to him, so this should be pretty good. Now, if this guy actually hands the ball off to their thrower, I think, wow, is he actually going to throw the ball all the way? Wow, that would be pretty monstrous, I have to admit. Okay, so hopefully still not going to deal any damage. There we are. Okay, wow, they're getting really lucky with their dodge rolls now as well. Even though they are Skaven, they should still have some difficulties, at least, with some of the rolls. He's going to hand that off, isn't he? Isn't he going to hand the ball off? He's not handing the ball off? Okay. I'm quite surprised about that, and this guy appears to want to attack. Oh my. Okay, well, yes, it appears he wanted to attack Watbum so badly that he decided to use a both down roll and not actually re-roll that. That's quite impressive. Okay, so we are, in fact, going to be dealing some damage with this guy first. Or not at all, in fact. Okay, well, whatever the case, at least we can now move Watbum out of the way. I'm actually going to move him next to the thrower. Should I do that? That's kind of a bad idea, I feel. So let's move him here instead. And let's get this guy up as well. Okay, so we have a Blitzer, and we could potentially mark the Gutter Runner, but we have to dodge out of this tackle zone right here. So let's move this Black Orc into range. And let's see. Can we actually... Yes, we can blitz, but I really want to move over here. Now, let's see. Can I do that? That's a 67% going for it roll. Okay, I can do this, however. Let's try this. Okay, come on. Lineman versus thrower. I am really hopeful that he... Yes, that he will get something good. And that's a stun, so he's out for 2 turns. That is wonderful. That is absolutely amazing. And now this guy has to get out of this, and he'll run down here. So what we need to do is get this guy just here. Yeah. I didn't really want to put him on the outside because he could be pushed off the edge, and that would be absolutely atrocious. So let's just see what we can do with this setup here. I am leaving a wide open gap right here for this guy to run through, and there's a good reason for that, which I will, of course, be hoping happens very, very soon, but nevertheless, we are just going to continue our murderous slaughter against the gutter runners, hopefully, and yeah, we'll just continue to deal some damage to these guys as well. Okay, so unfortunately, we are going to have to let this guy go, I think. Are we? No, let's just follow him still. And deal some damage with our Black Orc here, and thankfully he has block. There we have it. Okay, so that is it. That is all we can move right now, and yeah, it's next turn. So we have 3 more turns until halftime. And I am going to be anxiously waiting to see what the gutter runner decides to do, because running this way is, in my opinion, suicide. But if he goes this way, then he may have a chance. But even so, there are 1 tackle zone, 2 tackle zones. Yeah, about 3 tackle zones there that he has to run through on either side. Well, not on either side, but total. He has to run through 3, which is actually what he's going to do. And he's going to throw a contact pass, and that gutter runner is then going to move as well. And he's going to avoid everything and score in 1 turn. Okay. 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 Well. That was impressive. That was mighty impressive, I gotta say. That was very, very impressive, and I have no idea how he thought that that would actually work. But I suppose gutter runners, that is all I can put it down to. My face during that was an absolute picture, really. I was absolutely gobsmacked. Really, absolutely. Okay, so this is where it gets somewhat amusing. Isn't it? This is where it gets somewhat amusing. We're going to be murdering these people. We really are. And I say people, but I mean rats, of course. We are going to be murdering the Skaven. And yes, of course, now they are getting some really good rolls. And they're deciding to move the Rat Ogre out of range? That is very strange. Not entirely sure why they would do that, but nevertheless, we are going to be making our way over here with our linemen just to protect the ball a little bit. And we're going to be marking this guy over here. I really want to mark the Rat Ogre with a lineman or something. I think that would actually be really, really good to do. But right now, doesn't seem to be too useful, perhaps. Okay, so let's throw some blocks right now. We're actually going to try and throw some blocks so that we can actually kill things. I think that would be very, very nice to do. Okay, there we are. Thank you. That's exactly what I want to see. Still no such luck, however. Oh, yes. Very nice. Defender down already. Yes, that's what I want to see. Okay, so now we can throw a 2 dice against the lineman in the middle. Okay, still no luck whatsoever. That is very, very strange, I have to say. But nevertheless, we're going to be blitzing this guy. And we're going to be re-rolling that. Thank you. That is a lot better. I'm hoping for injuries. I am so hoping for injuries. Okay. Well, we're going to be moving into this tackle zone here. I know. Moving into -2 is never a good idea, but we are going to be moving 2 units over there so that we have a little bit of strength reinforcement. And then we will be moving Whatbum to pick up the ball. 67% chance. Come on, Whatbum, you can do it. Okay, apparently you cannot do it. Okay, well, with the astonishing play that the Skaven made in the previous turn, I have to admit that they really did surprise me amazingly. And that is exactly what Skaven should be doing, though, to be honest. They should be making those plays, because just wow, they are incredible by the looks of things, and it kind of makes me think maybe I should play a Skaven team at some point. That seems like a pretty cool idea, but I am not even sure whether I would be able to even pull off such a maneuver, so there is that to worry about, of course. Oh my. Okay, well, nevertheless, we are having a Rat Ogre do his best to injure one of our blitzers once again. Unfortunately, he was lucky enough to get Defender down already. he is getting pretty unlucky with his rolls as well, so I've got to say I'm quite happy about that. Now, the thrower is attempting to get us out the way here, because he wants to free up this gutter runner. Yes, he does. And see, now, the thing is, this blitzer right now, Grallop, he has tackle, and we want him to be blitzing those gutter runners, because they will not be able to dodge out of his defender stumble rolls. So I'm very hopeful that we will be able to get that going. So let's just see here. Well, okay, I'm going to use this guy to get the thrower out of the way. And hopefully injure him? Nope, that's a stun. Ah, unfortunate, isn't it? Very, very unfortunate. Okay, so maybe we can actually deal some damage here as well. No, unlucky, but we are able to deal some damage to this gutter runner, which I will be taking the opportunity to do. And, oh yes. Oh yeah, that's what we like to see. Oh yes, there we go. So that is a nice KO, and hopefully that only leaves one gutter runner. No, there are two gutter runners still available in the game. I gotta say, that's quite impressive. Okay, so we are gonna be... I would love to move over here and blitz this guy immediately, but we have already used a blitz, and it probably would be a bad idea. So let's move him over here. And we cannot take on a rat ogre, that's for sure. So let's just see if we can roll some blocks over here. Oh yes, there we go, that's nice. Okay, they have armor value 7, yet they are still able to very easily defend against our various onslaughts that we are carrying out right here. As you can see, look at that. That is just absolutely amazing. Okay, so let's just roll against this storm vermin right here as well. Not too lucky, I have to admit. Okay, so now let's see here. Oh, this guy can actually still roll? Okay, that's amazing. So let's see here. Okay, we'll go for this one. And yeah, I think we'll go with a stumble. And please an injury? Yes, that is an injury. Thank goodness. Okay, that's exactly what I want to see. Thank you very much. And a fractured arm, so that means he is going to miss the next game. That's exactly what I like. Okay, so now we can actually... Whoa! We can actually throw a 2-dice block against a gutter runner that is standing right next to a rat ogre. Well, that's rather impressive, isn't it? So let's just... yes, we're not going to be able to do anything right here, but we can now move into range of all three of these guys and move ourselves away from the edge of the pitch, which is exactly what we wanted to do. So now let's try to pick up the ball with 67% chance. I'm not going to re-roll that. I'm going to need that re-roll sometime later, but we are using our turns like candy right now, and there are only 2 turns remaining. So I can only assume that we are going to have a great deal of difficulty. As we can see, this gutter runner, is he actually going to make it? Nope. Okay. 50% chance to pick up. You better not make that. He made it. Of course he did. Of course he did. I cannot believe that. Oh, wow. Okay. We have 2 guys in the tackle zone there, and he still was able to get a 50% chance to pick it up, and he actually picked it up where Whatbum failed to pick it up twice. Now, that is definitely the case here where many of you are saying, well, that's why you should have gotten a thrower. And yes, I definitely will get a thrower next time I have the amount of gold available to do that, because this is getting silly now. This is absolutely getting silly, especially rolling attacker down twice. Okay, we're going to be pushing this guy over here. And that was a misclick on my part, but we are going to do this. And I know Whatbum is going to get injured. No, he's going to get injured again. No long-term effect, though, so that is perfectly fine. But now the gutter runner is down, but that gutter runner is still alive, so this is quite the disappointing display from Whatbum right there. Quite the disappointing display. Ah, if only he was able to pick it up. And now, what is this guy going to do? Okay, so he's obviously going to just set up for the other gutter runner to come in and pick it up, obviously. So, yes, let's see what's going to happen here. Hopefully he's going to fail. Nope, he did not fail to pick it up. Now, he is not going to be able to make it, is he? No, he's not going to be able to make it. And now, one of our linemen's going to be injured most likely or something along those lines. No, okay. Well, color me surprised, I suppose. Okay. So let's see what happens here. Please no. Oh my. Oh no. Okay, wow. The Rat Ogre at least is getting the worst rolls imaginable. Now this guy cannot actually do anything. This Gutter Runner is not going to be able to score, so I suppose we should just focus on inflicting the maximum amount of pain. After all, that is what we must do. So let's just see here. Well, okay. First off, we probably want to throw some blocks against this lineman here. There's a nice defender down. Yeah, it's just a stun. It is just a stun. Okay, let's throw some blocks against this guy. That's a Storm Vermin, really not going to be very lucky there. But we are going to push him into another Black Orc who has block. So hopefully, yes, there we go, okay. Hopefully that will minimize our chances of having problems. Really, another stun? Oh my. I am really hoping for injuries. I really need injuries or KOs. KOs would be just as good. Okay, now let's just see here. Okay, I think we're just going to have to throw a 1 dice against this guy. There we go. That's going to be absolutely fine. And now let's blitz this thrower. I'm going to try and take out this thrower. Come on. Okay. I don't actually know what's better. What is better? I have no idea. Defender stumbles, I suppose we'll take. Doesn't seem to matter one way or another, but it appears as though we have used all of our potential abilities, so we're just going to be pushing the Gutter Runner around for no apparent reason. So, yes, that will end the first half, and it will give us an opportunity to hopefully come back in the second half. Unfortunately, one of their rats has now gotten up from being knocked down. Watbum is still obviously injured, and we are now going to be the offense. So we have a whole 8 turns to make the difference in this match, and hopefully, at the very least, we will, well, draw. If we... Oh my! Oh, that's not good. Trash talking between 2 players degenerates and then explodes into a riot involving all the players. Both teams lose a turn. Well, that's awful, isn't it? So now we only have 7 turns to make it. And we have literally a blitzer to pick up the ball now, because Watbum is just absolutely awful, isn't he? Ugh, what a shame. What a shame. So now let's just see what we can do here. Okay, there's a stun. Okay, that will do. That will do. That's not incredibly bad, I suppose. But I was hoping for something maybe a little more there. So let's just see. Okay. Okay, still not bad. And now we're going to be seeing what we can do here. I really want to eliminate that Gutter Runner. Can I do that? Wow, that's a pretty risky maneuver. Wait a minute, let's just see what's actually going on here. So if we move this guy here and then blitz, we could do that. So let's move a Black Orc into range of that Gutter Runner. I am using quite a bit of resources just to kill one Gutter Runner, but I feel like it's going to be worth it in the end because, oh my, I'm getting a lot of go for it rolls here, but we have 3 rerolls. I'm not sure whether that's going to count anyway with this blitz action. And let's do a both down. And now he is KO'd. Oh yes, that's what we like to see. Okay, good. So, now we only have to deal with 1 Gutter Runner by the looks of things. And I am going to be marking that guy over there. Sounds good to me. And now let's mark this Black Orc as well. Well, not mark, but use him to mark. And then we'll deal some damage here. Or not, as the case may be. We are going to be doing some damage right here. Yes, there we go. Thank you. Okay, still no luck. Okay, so let's see here. Well, this guy can hopefully move over here to assist. And we are going to be using more cost as the ball carrier. So we're going to put this guy over here just to shield the ball a little bit, just in case we do fail. And let's pick up the ball. So let's just see. See, that's how you do it, Watbum. That is how you do it. More cost knows how to handle a ball. Ah, okay, so we are going to be Getting into a reasonable position right there. And now it is their turn. What are they going to do? Well, what we have to do is try to eliminate more of them, obviously. We need more bashiness all around, to be honest. Otherwise, they are just going to run around with their gutter runners and various other rat units and be a general nuisance by scoring in one turn from half the pitch over. So, yes, let's try to prevent that actually from happening again. Now, let's see. A 3 dice. Now, that is impressive. A 3 dice block. Okay, only a 2 dice there. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky. And he is injured. Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh, that's gotta hurt. That has to hurt. I would be very upset right now if I was that rat ogre. Oh, my. That is very, very nice for us right now. Okay. So, now we have the opportunity to move into a very good position, and hopefully we are going to score in the next 2 turns, I think. The next 2 turns would be amazing. I'm going to be pushing him out the way, I think. We are going to be following him. And we're going to be dealing some more damage with this lineman right here. There we go. Okay, and more damage. More damage. Give me more damage. Yes. Okay. Okay. Everything seems to be working out quite nicely here, apart from that, of course. Did not want both down. Okay, that's pretty risky, but I was really hopeful that I'd be able to push him into the crowd, or at least eliminate him. Okay, so let's just see here. We definitely need to use a blitzer for this action. And that is a KO. Wow, another KO. That's very, very good. Okay, so we can skip that. Thank you. And we're going to be now moving this guy over here just to lend a hand if he needs it, of course. Going to be moving this Black Orc over here. And we're going to be moving this guy over here. Now, this guy, this Storm Vermin, is most likely going to be attempting a blitz, but he has to get a Defender Stumbles or Defender Down with a 1 dice, or maybe not even a 1 dice, maybe a red dice would actually happen in this case, because he is surrounded by 2 Black Orcs, a lineman, and a blitzer. So, I would not advise it on his part to do that. He is actually going to do that. And he's getting red dice, and that is absolutely impressive. Oh, yeah, never mind. We're just going to be using push then, because we can select the outcome of that now, which is absolutely amazing. And now we are going to teach this guy a world of hurt. We are definitely going to be doing that. Thank you very much. And they are actually pushing us into a very good position as well. As we can see there, that's actually a very good position, because now we should be able to... never mind. Unfortunately enough, we are not able to throw 2 dice blocks against that thrower right there. I was hopeful that we'd be able to, but no such luck. So, instead... Oh yes, a 3 dice. And still, we almost got absolutely messed up rolls right there. That would have been pretty bad. Okay, that's unlucky. Okay, yes. Push him out of the way, thank you. That's what we like to see, and now we're going to be moving him over here. And I really want to pass the ball over. I really want to do that, but we're going to be safe, okay? We're going to be safe about it. I would love to, but Orcs, you know how Orcs are. They don't really have the greatest reputation for handling the ball. But... saying that, he was able to pick up the ball in the first place, so maybe I should have a little bit more faith in him. And that is a stun. Okay, that's fine. No problem there. I was hoping for a little bit more, but what can you do? Sometimes you just never get the rolls that you really need. There we have it. Okay, so now we can... what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Okay, we could do this. Nope, that's not going to really work. That's not going to work either. What I would really love to do is eliminate this guy and then move this blitzer into range of the gutter runner. Nope, that's not going to work very well, is it? Well, hopefully our Black Orc has enough armor to... Yes, there we are. Enough armor to sustain a hit, but unfortunately now his tackle zone is going to be disabled, so now this gutter runner is going to be able to move freely, as well as the thrower, which I am actually not too scared of, but I said that last time and they were able to score with 2 gutter runners working in succession, so yes, let's maybe be a little bit careful about it. Now, they are actually going to attempt blitzing this guy, which is actually going to work. Oh, they're actually getting a defender down right there, but hopefully it's not going to... yeah, it's not going to do much. Thank goodness. They are freeing up that guy, however. I am not entirely sure that would have been a good idea, because now they've moved into the Black Orcs' range, and they've freed up this guy, who is going to throw a very vicious block against the gutter runner, and we are going to be eliminating him quite easily with tackle. There we have it. Now, where is he going to go now? Well, he's going to have a hard time getting out of there, I hope at least. And we're going to move... where are we going to move? Well, we could move this lineman over here. I think we'll move him here. And we'll move this guy over here. We're going to try and make it as hard as possible to get out of that tackle zone. There we have it. Okay, so now let's deal some damage. We are going to deal some damage, but first we want to move our ball carrier up the field. And unfortunately, because the linemen only move 5, as well as, obviously, Uglor or Veglor, or I don't even know what that is. Is that a U or is that a V? I'm not entirely sure, but nevertheless, let us make our way around here and see what we can do. We're going to try and deal some damage to this guy. Okay, no such luck, but what can you do? At least we didn't get attacker down. That would have been absolutely awful. So there we go. Okay, there it is. I believe that is a score. If they are able to blitz us and actually get a good roll, then I will just be... I have no idea what, but that is... hopefully not going to happen. That is hopefully not going to happen. Oh, there we go. Oh, never mind. That's actually yeah, that's actually a blitzer. A storm vermin. And there it is. Okay, so we can actually score now, but I actually really want to roll another block against this guy. We have 1 reroll, so we may as well do it. Unfortunately, we are not going to be able to get a stumble on this guy. No such luck right there. We are, however, going to be dealing some damage to this fellow. Oh yes, there we go. That's what we like to see. Oh yeah, nice KO. Okay, this may actually lead to another touchdown, if we are lucky enough. It may lead to that. Just maybe. It might. Hopefully. Okay. Come on. Okay, I was hoping for another injury there, maybe a KO, but no such luck. Okay, so we have a potential blitz action, which we could do, but unfortunately we are going to be rolling a 1 dice. So I suppose what we could do is move this guy over here, and then we'll get this guy to blitz, and hopefully that will give us 2 dice. Yeah, that does give us 2 dice. Wonderful. Oh yeah, that's actually the best rolls we could have gotten, I think. And we're going to be moving that guy over there. And still no such luck. So, there it is. That is a score for Morkost, the excellent ball handler. What else can I say? The excellent orc. He has really surprised me because obviously, even though he has only 3 agility, he was able to pick up the ball in just 1 try, whereas Watbum failed twice. So I'm not entirely sure whether just to fire Watbum. I'm not entirely sure, really, but nevertheless, there is a tie, and we have 2 turns to now get the ball from the Skaven and then win. Yes, doesn't seem like it's going to happen, does it? But we're going to try. We're going to try, because they have no Rat Ogre now, so we should be able to move freely. However, they have 2 Gutter Runners once again, and these Gutter Runners are going to be hell for us to deal with. So let's just kick it in the middle. Let's hope they don't get anything good. Okay, that's fine. Absolutely fine. And, oh, that's actually pretty cool. Okay, so they've actually kicked the ball very close to our front line, which I have to say is quite fortuitous for us, because otherwise now we are going to be able to push our way in and deal significant damage to the Gutter Runners, hopefully. Now, this thrower actually... Wow, that was pretty unlucky for them. But this throw right here next to our blitzer is actually very smart, because they want to take out Grallop because he has tackle, and we are able to pin down the gutter runners. And wow, that's actually, yeah, expending a lot of resources. They're expending a lot of resources just to take out Grallop. I gotta say, that's actually quite flattering for him, I guess. But otherwise, it seems like they are grasping at straws right now. Most of them appear to be doing that, at least. Okay, so let's throw some blocks right here. And we're going to be staying. Oh, lovely. A nice KO. Not entirely sure if it's really going to make too much difference right now. I would prefer injuries, of course, because we want to get as many star player points as we can get. And hopefully that's going to happen. Okay. Not bad. Okay, a storm vermin. No, we're going to be moving in here. Yes. Okay, this might actually work out quite well. Okay, that's a stun. I'll take it. I will take it. Not a problem. And now let's see. So we're going to get Grallop up. We're not going to be moving him anywhere, but we're going to get him up nevertheless. And we are then going to be blitzing this gutter runner. Now, unfortunately, he has dodge, obviously. So if we get... Oh my, lucky. Very lucky. If we get Defender Stumbles, I was going to say, then it's going to be very, very difficult to pick up. Now, this is actually where it gets quite amusing, because we have a Black Orc, and we can obviously take out this guy. Oh, please be an injury. Oh my, it is an injury. Very nice indeed. Good work. Good work. That is very, very nice. Another 2 star player points for us right there. And now, yeah, as I was saying, this is where it gets amusing, because what we can do is we can actually move 2 Black Orcs into the area here. This is going to cause them to hopefully reduce the amount of chance it has to pick up the ball. And if they are able to, then obviously, well, that's just Skaven doing what Skaven do. And we're going to be moving this guy into range of the thrower here just to keep him marked. Okay, so we have 1 turn to score. It's not going to happen, is it? If we were Skaven, then I would definitely say, yes, okay, we probably have a good chance to score, but right now it doesn't appear as though they have a good chance to score either, so it's going to be a tie. And both of their gutter runners are in very good positions. Really? He actually dodged out of that? Okay. Well, that's just what they do, I suppose. That is just what they do. Now, this throw is obviously going to deal some damage to our lineman right here, but nothing we can't handle as far as I can tell, at least. We have upgraded our arena anyway as well, so we can hopefully gain a little bit of an enhancement in due time as well. Okay, so now, let's see. Let's see what we can do. Well, I would love to be able to take out this thrower, but instead we'll just focus on the storm vermin for now. Yes, Okay, what about if I move this here, and then we deal some significant damage? Oh yes. Oh yes. Here we go. Okay. Well, no such luck there, but we are able to then blitz this thrower, and we could potentially pick up the ball, but we obviously do not have an additional turn because of that halftime event that actually happened. And we do get an injury, so I suppose that is a little bit of a consolation prize. But if you recall, we did get that thing which reduced our turns by 1, and if we had actually not gotten that, we may have had a much greater chance. As you can see, isn't that absolutely irritating? We would have been very easily able to score, but now we can't because, yes, because of obviousness. So yes, unfortunately enough, that halftime event really did do a number on our victory chances. We would have been able to right now otherwise. So yeah, that is it. I do believe that is the match. I will not be able to do anything else. We have already used our blitz and we have no other opportunities, so I will be ending the turn. Ah, well, that's unfortunate. I wasn't counting on that, of course. I really did think we would be able to score, and as is proven, we would have been able to score quite easily if we had been given the opportunity of an additional turn. Obviously, that guy being there would have made a little bit of a difficult decision, but we would have been able to re-roll the dodge and maybe even blitz that guy as well. Now, as we can see, we do actually have 80,000 in winnings, which is rather remarkable. And this guy wants to join our team for 50,000. We're going to turn that down because we are probably going to get a thrower. I think a thrower would have definitely made the difference there. Watchbum was actually our MVP. How was he our MVP? He did nothing. Did he? He got 5... Oh my. He got 5-star player points? How did he do that? Because he didn't score, did he? I don't think he scored. Surely not. I'm not entirely sure. Well, nevertheless, we have now... Oh my. We are now against a human team called the Heavy Wanderers. They have almost the same team value as us, but before we go, we are going to just take a look and see who leveled up. Okay, Morkost, Uglor, and Gorfang all leveled up, and we will be seeing what skills they gain in the next episode. And Srenail will also be joining us for the next match too. So I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.